Hi, I'm Exesis, and this is Hearts of Iron 4, No Step Back, where we're playing as the Soviet Union. And last episode we started consolidating our armored forces down south. We're gonna try to make a small push into, we'll see how far we get, but maybe we can get a little bit further on here anyway. Reclaim some of our lost territory. But before that we have something we want to know. Yes, we want to go in here and we want to make sure to... Actually, we'll probably just let this one run, because we are in need of quite a lot. And why aren't the US exporting more? Well, we'll grab some from the UK, I guess. Looks like Malaya is all out of aluminium too. That should be better. We don't want our aircraft production to slack off, of course. We have a lot of factories producing fighters, and we need to have a lot of factories producing fighters. Our infantry equipment stockpiles are getting up there again. And let's see if it makes a difference if it goes over midnight here, because this looks way too good. No, we're actually in the green on almost everything. Got loads of anti-tank. Means we should be able to convert a few units over to anti-tank. We are in the greens on everything except artillery and light tanks. Alright then. So we need to up our artillery production, I believe. It looks like we already did that, so this deficit should work itself out. We really should find something to do with all of these Katyushas. And they are in our light tank divisions. Maybe we pop up some... Yeah, maybe not that many. I'll put 3 more onto light tanks, I think. And let's see if we can convert someone over to the... Yeah, the anti-tank template now, of course, has extra artillery. And these are quite the powerful divisions compared to these baseline divisions. And since they require a lot more artillery, we can't really convert anyone else to it just yet. Okay, we don't want to invite Xinjiang. We have air wings that aren't doing anything. Alright, so we got some close air support down. Oh yeah, we're saving up some close air support for the coming offensive. Doesn't look like we have enough to put up another wing of them though. We do have enough to put up 2 more wings of fighters, if we have the airspace available anywhere. In Kiev it looks like we can just do 2 at the same time. Still only want to fly at daytime. We're starting to gain experience now, that's good. That's something we sorely need. Let's see if we can't find some more of our close air support and move them down. Yeah, and our carriers have been deployed. And they're still building up their stockpiles of fighters, of course. And that's nice, so we should have no problem with the superiority in the sea. Yeah, and I don't think we can move down Rokossovsky's tanks just yet. This is a tough place to hold on. We just want to check the supply situation. Yeah, we are building a hub here. I think that one is quite up. Yeah, it's up at the top. And we are motorized, of course, on the adjacent hubs. And we maybe should move our tanks out from the central line. I think we just needed them to shore up. I think we will move them back now. We'll take Rokossovsky and we'll just park him down. I don't know, let's take him down here for now. And just see if that helps the supply situation, anything here. I think we were saving the political power for something. Do we have anything here we want to use? Probably not. Well, I could be expanding some of these, but we're not in the need for those resources at the moment. We're looking quite fine here. Don't need the... yeah, we probably want to switch over from the export focus. Yeah, let's do a strategic redeployment instead. And this should free up some supply for the actual defending troops here. And if we just get to entrench a bit, they're never going to be able to build up enough supplies to attack through there. Okay, so they are attacking across the board down here. But it looks like we're holding this time. Another ace pilot, that's nice. We could go for another... I think that's actually for the Navy doctrine. Yeah, that's fine. So we start out with fleet in being. We don't really need any of the naval doctrines. We'll save the experience for now. Okay, so we get 2 more tank divisions. And whom do we have down here? Yeah, we got Rokossovsky up north. And let's get these tanks down south. We can probably move the Rokossovskys down as well. It might be good to keep them here just in case. So we have some mobile. A little bit of communist Chinese artillery. I'm not gonna say no to that. And yet another tank division. Oh, okay. Well, we don't really want this to happen. We want them to be assigned down here somewhere. And they should figure it out themselves. A lot of things happening there. Okay, so let's grab these and get them down here. And let's look at the Soviet volunteer group. The continued fighting in China has created a need to provide air support for our comrades in the Chinese Red Army. Mao Zedong has approached us about sending a volunteer group of pilots and planes. He requests about 50 bombers and 100 fighters to provide escort to them. This may provide useful experience for our pilots and allow us to test our newest designs in action. And the Soviet Union did support China quite a lot during the Sino-Japanese war. And it's still raging down here, so I think we will dispatch. Wonder if this... no, it's still at war, so this shouldn't work, but the air experience is going to be nice anyway. We will do this. I think that unlocks a decision. If we can find it. Here, dispatch the Soviet volunteer air group. So we need to stockpile some fighters. And war support. No, they will receive some war support. And we receive an increased fighter cap. We'll do this one so they get some good fighters and bombers. We might as well help out our friends around the globe. And we could select an air doctrine we can actually go for. Don't want to select the army experience one yet. Let's go for a mechanized wave. To make our tank divisions quite a lot better. And then the last one down here is also good for tanks, of course, with the Orglosswein moving and the reinforce rate. And that one's really good. Okay, so we finished Lessons of War. And this modifies the Red Army, increasing our division, and our actually removes our army experience gain penalty and removes the experience soldier losses. So those are really good. And more importantly, everyone who has Cowed by Stalin gets that trait removed, which is quite a few of our really good commanders. Now we are gonna keep on going down, so we could go for either keeping the commissars in organization or going for military political advisors. The main difference here is with the organization. The commissars with plus 5 organizations. And the advisors is -5. This also reduces the doctrine cost. We are almost done with doctrine, so that doesn't really matter. This one has 10 in recovery rate, this one has -10 in recovery rate. And this one is some extra attack on core territory. This one's better when you're still on the defensive, I would say. And this one is better when you're turning around for the offensive. Or if you haven't been able to get enough for the doctrines. We'll pick this one up. We're still doing air doctrine and naval doctrine. And that should be just fine. And I said we weren't going to spend the army experience, and then we did so anyway. That's fine. We still have 40 days to collect up some more army experience before it's time to use it. Going down on the air doctrine, we'll keep on going down here with strategic bombing visibility. Make it harder to find our aircraft doing strategic bombing, which we have quite a few doing now. We are destroying 1.4 buildings per day. And if we have a look at the German factory count, you can see that they do have a few factories damaged. It's mostly military factories, of course. Or it's quite a lot of... No, it's a high percentage of dockyards. It's mostly military factories in numbers. 4% is equate down to 1 dockyard, probably. So the other 10 are... Yeah, that makes about sense. The other 10 are military factories. Uh, 14 infantry, 4 artillery. Yeah, they're using really artillery-heavy divisions. Let's check their stockpile. Yeah, they are bum out of everything. I think that's why they've fizzled out on us. Let's get this unpaused again. And they have lost quite a lot of men trying to capture the Soviet Union. And we've lost surprisingly few, actually. I was expecting us to lose a lot more men than 1.2 million. Another ace pilot. Let's get rid of those, and yeah, that's our close air support again. Oh, we captured a transport plane. That's a little bit of a fun thing, that when you shoot down things with anti-air, you can sometimes capture the equipment that you shoot down. Our submarines are still finding and attacking some of their vessels. Alright, so we got dispersed industry. That's going to be helpful. And we don't have a lot to do down here. We probably want to start swapping up our fuel refining. Do we have anything here? We want more radar. Yeah, that would be good. Jet engines. Don't think we're going to go for jet engines this game. We're pretty good here on aircraft for now, at least. I think we should get the new artillery into production. Maybe not outright replace the artillery we do have in production. We just turned green on artillery too. Oh, we're missing a few fighters. Okay, so flexible line is done as well. We will keep on going down towards anti-air. That's a good baseline piercing for our divisions too, of course. Okay, so let's see what we can get done down here. So we collected up all of our we collected up an army of our good troops down here, our divisions. Let's see what traits we have. Absolutely nothing. Oh, that's a preferred tactic, of course, for Field Marshal Zhukov. Mass charge is the last one. We probably want to have a breakthrough here. I think that was what we were waiting for as well. And this is an offensive army, so I think we will go with breakthrough here too. That should be able to trigger, as long as we have a skill advantage, And breakthrough can trigger even if we don't have the hardness over 50%. So it's worth to put it even on this infantry army. Don't have any skills there. We can select a preferred tactic for Rokossovsky. We'll pause there and we'll deal with all of those in a second. And for Rokossovsky we'll select a breakthrough as well. I don't think any of these are, no, they're not up there just yet. Okay, so what do we want to spend our, let's put 2 more on light tanks then. And we are stockpiling bombers. I could put another factory on strategic bombers, just to try and recuperate the deficit we do have. We're doing good on infantry equipment. We're gonna need more artillery. Let's swap this one over to 5s and add another 5 there, I think. Mechanized. Maybe we can add some more mechanized into our... No, we're full on mechanized, of course. But that means maybe we can build... Oh, we're missing light tanks here too. So I think what we want to do is increase our light tank construction. Let's bump that up properly. It's only steel, so it should be fine. Let's send this tank division up to Rocco. So actually we probably want to... He is the best skilled. I think maybe we want to swap places and have Sino-Japanese standing in park Shenanigans up there, and we will take Rokossovsky down instead. So move around this way. And did we delete his orders? No, we did not. And see which one is this one should be for. Doesn't really matter as long as we get them down here, of course. And that should be fine. And I'm thinking if we want to actually take a few of these. Go to Rokossovsky, let's get the 3 lighter divisions. Put them under Chernovsky. And we'll grab 3 of the heavier divisions from there. And Piliev is skill level 1, Lelushenko is skill level 2. Let's swap those around. Let's grab some... We only have 3 more. Let's put the light ones in one army here. And I think this is going to be so cool with the new leaders coming out here. Let's put... Yeah, let's do it this way. And they should be... Where are they? Okay, yeah, they're all here. We'll let them redeploy a little bit and then we'll move them up to the front lines. Let's get rid of all of these things going on down here. Let's see if we can't... I think it's well worth it to go down to limited exports at least. Don't really feel like a ship designer. Can we do the... No, we need some more fighters. Maybe we can disband some... Don't we have a bunch of... We do want to send good fighters down there anyway. Yeah, let's leave this be. We've got some close air support here. We don't need them up in... Move the close air support down to Ukraine. Do we have any more in... Yeah, we got another 100 here. And let's duplicate this wing here in Ukraine. Do we want to... Yeah, let's duplicate it twice. And we have a full stock of it. And we'll wait for some fighters to send to China in a bit. Do we have anything fun to do in... We could be stealing some, or creating some collaboration governments. I think that's fine. Allies do not seem to have been starting anything just yet. Okay, so let's move up a bit here then. We will create a front line. We could probably go all the way, but I think we might want to just come... Let's see how we want to do this. Okay, they are no longer leasing us artillery. This is mud. Maybe we should wait for the... Yeah, we'll launch the offensive as soon as the mud has dried off. Should be able to hit Balta and then go down Tiraspol and Odessa. And if we come swing down this way, we might create some kind of a pocket here. Now let's grab an army. We could do it this way. And we shot down another ace. We can just drag it up that way and get a nice little pointer. Then we will at least assign these 2 tank divisions, and probably want to have all of these assigned here too. Actually, let's keep a few of them in reserves here. And Xinjiang is still not joining our faction. We don't need any more faction members, so we're gaining loads of army experience. Looks like this front line up north have staled out. We're still not done with the supply hub. Okay, we need to be building more things. What do we need to be building? We probably need to build... We should be upgrading this radar. So we got a level 3 radar here at least. Well, we might want to start upgrading some railroads down to the front as well. Let's grab these. That's a main vector coming down. Probably want to get this one up too. All the way to level 5. This is another main vector for attack. Let's get that up to level 5 as well. And then we have up to... We could probably be using this as the main line for supplying this side of the front. Let's upgrade the railways coming out from that direction too. And it would probably be wise to have something upgraded down southwards as well. Of course, since we moved up all our... Actually, we could go down to Rostov and go up this way instead. No, that's fine. Let's keep going up this way. And they do share a common line in here, so that's no good. What we then want to do is bridge over here, max out this way. We want to split out the supply coming out of Moscow, so that we have 4 different routes for supplying Europe. Actually, it does look like we have enough supply here for the moment. Well, of course, they haven't really moved up just yet. Germans do not look like... Yeah, they've got supply here. Not very good supply, but they have supply. They are still pushing in here. And now we're running out of supply here. Let's see if we can... Oh, okay. Did not go like I wanted it to. I obviously wanted to make a shift click one here. And then add everyone Oh, no, we did it wrong again. What we want to do is select, no, not Gorbachev, we want to select Zhukov. We want to create a field marshal order, hold shift click, so that we get all these unassigned units in on the same one. We want to create an order for Odessa. And we're going to move this arrow up so we get it looking nice. We're going to be there planning for just a little bit longer. We can launch our attack in June. Yeah, that's fine up here. And we are still in Ukraine, so we don't need to make any big difference for the aircraft. Yeah, we're still losing a lot of aircraft. Yeah, we're fighting us quite intensely. And up here too. I even got some... these I-15s aren't faring probably very well against the Focke-Wulf's 190s. How we're doing in Finland? Yeah, at least they don't have anything in Finland. Alright, so we finished the anti-tank guns. I will just select... We can't go on further down there. Got a 75% boost for engineers, so we will grab that one. Since we've got engineers in almost every division we have fielded. Anti-tank guns, we've got a decent stockpile of them. I'm gonna swap them out straight up. We're only using 1800 anti-tank guns. Yeah, we can't use anymore because we are in a too big of a deficit of artillery. We have just run green, so we want to build up a bit of a buffer before we do anything there. And that buffer is going to be eaten up by swallowing the upgrading the artillery line. Improved worker conditions. We could do this one. Would max us out on stability again. And sending some infantry equipment and support equipment to China. Yeah, why not? They could use some extra equipment. And do we have anything nice? So we could be using this one now that we are building a lot of railways again. And finishing off that supply hub. And some extra... Yeah, let's run transport as the sibling of the Red Army. And we're not going to do any of those. Alright, so now that we've finished the anti-tank guns, that means we need more rubber first of everything. Let's get another factory of rubber in. We don't need to be importing as much from the USA. Let's see how that affects everything. We can probably get rid of some from the UK as well. Oh yeah, I can get rid of them all. So let's get rid of our imports. We're just self-sufficient on aluminium. For now at least. It gives us a lot more factories to work with. We'll probably need to go through and make another round of military factories in a bit too. We'll keep up with this first. And before we forget what we want to do here, it is time to build the beast of the heavy tanks, the father of them all. This is the IS, who will make it the IS-1. This is of course a heavy beast, not a fixed superstructure. Question is if we want to go up towards... No, we got it. Did we only have a one-man turret here? That's a two-man turret, good. And we want to go in, should be under heavy, the advanced high velocity cannon. Has piercing to match everything. Radios, we're not using radios, we're Russia. We use flags. Let's slope the armor in good old Soviet fashion. Autoloader would be very Soviet, that too. We're gonna need to... We want to squeeze out as much piercing as possible out of this tank. So the squeeze bore adapter is going to be a good one. Oh, and I think the stabilizer is only breakthrough. Yeah, we don't need this tank to be high breakthrough. Let's see if we can't find a... No, it's not too hard. Let's see what we want to go with. This one, I think. No point going cast armor, it just increases cost too much. Welded armor, yes, we need it. Something this big, of course, needs to have a torsion bar. Because we are gonna need to make this one fast if we're gonna have some armor on it. We can make it that fast. How much armor can we put on it? That much. And we are running out of experience. This is an expensive tank. What do we have? 76% reliability, that's fine. Let's put some machine guns on it then. And have space for one more. Do we want to increase the armor even further? No, we're not going to go with wet ammunition storage. It does make sense to have this one on this tank, but it doesn't feel very Soviet. I think it was only the Americans that used wet ammunition storage. The Soviet idea was more autoloaders and go with keeping lots of ammunition in the turret instead. Ah, obviously we don't need to fill this slot. Go on then. Let's bring on an autoloader. Don't think the IS-1 had an autoloader, but ours does. We're actually a little bit too fast. Our other tanks are only moving at 8. 8.1 there, the KV-85. Maybe we can put a bigger turret on then. Maybe we can take one off. That brings us up to exactly 8. Brings our reliability up just a little bit more. And this should be a pretty good straight up boost to everything from the KV-85. We got, what's that, almost 70 more armor. Got loads more piercing. It's about the same reliability, it's about the same speed. Hard attack is up by almost 10. Soft attack is up a little bit. That's nice. Now we have a heavy tank. Okay, so let's find the... And I think we've got a very good stockpile of... We are converting the KV-1s into KV-85s. Maybe we should keep producing the KV-85s just long enough for that run. We are building more factories. And production efficiency of these are going to be crap for the foreseeable future. Let's do it this way, and I think we need to pull those off artillery. Yeah, we didn't need any more mechanized. Let's pull those off mechanized then. And we'll put those into the IS-1. We will preemptively put on quite a few more there. So these should start filtering out to our divisions soon. I don't think we have any real upgrades we can make. I could put another machine gun on, I guess. Another, yeah, if we do that, we need to go up on there. That was what we were dealing with before. Obviously, the new tank got a gasoline engine, just to keep the speed up a bit there, and that allows us to make this this big armored beast. Okay, so we should see the IS-1s starting to filter into the divisions soon too. The Mexicans want to lend-lease us. What do they want to lend-lease us? Light fighters. Well, I mean, we could always give them to China. And another air doctrine. Let's unlock that. That gives us some air superiority mission efficiency. And we got construction 5. Let's keep on going to excavation. Some extra mission efficiency here should be helpful though. Yeah, they don't have very good mission efficiency. And our radars should be helping here soon too. Don't think we've finished the upgrade to this one yet. I got 100% detection as long as it's daytime. We're not flying at night anyway, so that should be fine. And obviously they're flying their ground mission, so we can spot all their fighters anyway. Another ace pilot promoted. You can see our kill to death ratio is not favorable because we're outnumbered by so many. And numbers, unfortunately, are a big deal here. Okay, so we got some more. Let's filter these ones into the armies that are still missing. It looks like we need some in there and some there. And that means we still need another 12 of these basic infantry divisions. We can let them train up here in Leningrad somewhere too. I'll actually have them train in Leningrad. It's gonna be nice to have them once we're actually pulling forward here. Okay, so how are we doing for our planning preparation here? We are getting entrenched. We are getting there too. We have some divisions here. This is a really bad combat penalty. That one shouldn't be any issue because as soon as it's been in a combat it'll bump up again. But compared to having a plus 15 modifier from having trained them up to regular is a huge deal. Most of our divisions should be... Oh, we've got loads of things we can assign here. A Chernievsky shot down by the Red Baron. It's a devastating loss. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Do we want to get infantry expert? We probably do. It's a field marshal, and he's leading only infantry armies. I don't think we need either of these though. Maybe that was a preferred tactic he can select. Yeah, he's at level 6 now. And probably want to have a defensive one on our infantry ones. Or infantry generals. Elastic defense is a good one. We're gonna get backhand blow. Continuous offensives. I think this is the the last down here. Yeah, when we get backhand blow. Might actually be better to hold off. We're not that far off. Let's just check the traits then. Let's get some infantry experts assigned. I don't need anything there then. I think we could select adaptable there. This one's a little bit too far down. Let's just try to pick up our infantry experts first. And they are hiding behind the minimap. Another ace pilot. I See what we've got hiding behind here. Yeah, I thought so too. Liberia joins the Allies. Well, that's a little bit weird, but okay. And they've joined the war. Another ace pilot. That's probably down here in Ukraine. We're getting a lot of them. Also that we will be losing a lot of them too, of course. Don't see why our average agility is lower than theirs, so that's probably because they've got experienced pilots and we don't. Air experience, of course, makes a big difference. Oh, we've got some that have actually been able to get out of their penalties. That's nice. That's a little bit different on some of them. That's fine, we just need to build more fighters. I can probably bump production up on fighters too. Let's get it up to 100 fighters. Don't think we got the factories coming in just yet. Let's get them down. No, not above. No, we can have it this way around. That's fine. And we'll be getting a few more factories. We're gonna need to add a few more of these into the queue in a bit. Oh, should do something about that naval doctrine. That'll be a different day. Okay, so let's say this is good enough for now. So let's get this offensive started. We will just make a straight push across. And do we want to push in here before he reinforces there? Probably. Let's move forward this way. That'll be good. And of course the infantry from the southern frontier will move forward as well as we keep going. That was quick. And I think we want to keep going for... Let's keep on going both directions here when we can. I'm going to try to swing around this forest. We're pushing into there, and there's don't look entrenched here actually. 12%, maybe one division is entrenched. Let's just keep on pushing there. Yeah, we're fighting in low supply. And they can't pierce us now. Even though they got 43 piercing and we're up to 80 armor. Okay, and they don't have any, haven't been able to reinforce. What I did forget to do was assign our close air support. Now we're gonna need those for reserves, no doubt about it. We could also divert some of our tactical bombers. Maybe all of them actually. I could put them on, just turn that off and put them on logistic strikes in Ukraine. That should help us dilute the enemy fighters. Okay, so we've pushed through here. Want to keep on going. And we want to move the front lines up a bit. I want to keep on going there. I think that's a good space to get into. That should be fine. And we've got plenty of reserves around here too to reinforce the front lines with. Okay, so we finished the military political advisors. And we want to keep on with our air force now. No, we can't zoom out when we're in here. And we want to keep on going down for... Where do we want to go? Want to go down towards merge the aircraft plants this time. It's just a quick focus, unlock some nice decisions. Might help us gain that upper hand that we need. Let's cross here. Let's keep going there. Let's make sure we are binding them up properly. Yeah, keep going. We want to cross the river here. Okay, so let's move these front lines up again. We don't want our offensive troops getting stuck on this side. I think what we will do is commit the defenders down here. We'll put them onto this front line. That should be fine. That will just have bolster the defenses up a little bit. We're crossing a river here, so it's a little bit slower. And they do have the capability to pierce us here. No. It can pierce one of the divisions, okay. Oh, we're across here. Yeah, keep on going. And you go down there too. We're probably running out a bit of steam because we don't have the supplies here anymore. That's eating up our breakthrough. And for a river crossing, that's not very good. But we did make it across here. I think we want to keep pushing this direction. Then we're just 3 tiles away from Odessa. And let's make sure that we get some more heavy troops into the, or assault troops into the lines there. Okay, so we got the 100mm anti-air. Do we want rocket artillery? No, we don't. But this would improve the Katyushas. Let's go over here. We've got some... Let's get this one first. Increases our heavy attack just a little bit. Anti-air, we've got plenty of anti-air, I believe. Yeah, we'll just make a hard switch for the advanced anti-air. It'll cost us a lot more steel. No, I think this one's also... Oh yeah, that one's 3. The improved one is 2 and the basic one is 1. Yeah, we're not getting across the river there, but we have already gotten across here, so... And yeah, we don't really have any supply in here anymore. Odessa is the supply hub that we need. Let's see if we can't push a little bit here. Let's push with infantry. And there were some tanks that we will send across this way. We'll move the front line down here. Now we can probably peel it back a bit here too. Just fit everyone into this tiny segment of the front. And we want to make a diversionary attack up this direction with whomever we have. Actually, let's take half of them down there. That way we can make sure our tanks get through there easier. And we'll swing around down that way. And we want to swing down this way too. I got a few. Should be holding on there. We should be able to take this forest tile here too. Yeah, there we go. And gain some war support. Let's get rid of some of these again. And we do have the this one still running. This one gives us 10% less supply, of course. We are using as few supplies as we can down here at the moment. Well, we could have waited for the railroads to get completed, I guess, but we're not waiting for the railroads to make our offensive. They are retreating out from here. Do we have anyone actually moving into there? These are defending. No. And they're defending from every direction. That doesn't make a big difference then. And this battle should be finished, yeah. Okay, so we're across in 2 spaces now. Or in 2 tiles. Let's see if we can't widen this gap just a bit. I should maybe push for Vintusha. We will make that in a second one. What we want to do is get down to Odessa. Okay, looks like our tanks there did not make it through. Get up to the front lines again. And we will make another push. Maybe should pull back some of these. That should improve our supply situation just a little bit here. There's no supply whatsoever down here. It looks like they've been kicked out from there. Let's hold them. Yeah, they can't cross this here. We need to go in there. We'll send some troops in this way and we'll try to pin these divisions in place there. So we managed to move forward just a bit there. Yeah, they should be fine once reinforced. Don't we have any tanks here? No, all the tanks escaped back across the river. Yeah, help them retake this tile. Preferably we want to take this tile before they manage to retreat into there. And see, it looks like they might be escaping our nice little pocket maneuver here. Yeah, it's probably for the better though. It'll make for a tougher fight going forward. Yeah. Okay, that tile doesn't connect to... These 2 tiles don't connect. It's hard to see with all this going on. Let's keep going there and let's take this rail hub. It's a crossroads for the rail. Yes, we want to move this front line up a bit. We are just fighting on this side of the river. Of course, we could be using transport aircraft to drop supplies down here too, but that kind of ruins the point of the supply game. Let's keep going there. I think maybe we just have to brute force our way back or up into Odessa. I don't think the tank offensive is gonna go anywhere here now. Let's see if we can't pull them back for now. Let's see if that clears out the supply a bit. And we are so far away from the supply hub now. We're not getting anything up. And they of course saw that we were making a big advance here and they pushed up a lot of troops. And we got a lot of troops or divisions stacked across the entire border. It looks like we're holding there, no issue. And of course we want to try to clear out our air zones first. And we're losing a lot of bombers in here too. But if we're losing a lot of bombers, we should be making a lot of damage as well. Even if it doesn't look like we're making any kind of damage at all there. But we are in yellow air in the daytime. Okay, so we wanna... Actually, we've got some tanks here and they might be able to help out enough there. Let's see. We need to take this airport here. Okay, so we managed to merge the aircraft plants. Now this is a decision, so we need to actually merge them as well. And I think we want to go down and merge the tank and materials plants as well. And this, let's zoom out here a bit to get rid of that noise. This allows us to do these plant reorganizations. This one reduces cast production cost. This one gives us +5 agility. That adds a little bit of aluminium production. And this one gives air mission efficiency and radar technology research speed. Obviously we're going to do the agility one. And this will lock the other two. So you can only do one at a time, and it takes 180 days to do them. And once this one is done, of course, it'll have it'll affect here on the MiG Design Bureau. So we will have to go in and actually apply that to our aircraft as well, I believe. I don't think it'll just carry over. We've got the one here. We check the agility there. That's 71.5. Let's write that down and we'll try to remember it. And we'll see how it applies. Of course, that might be changing in the upcoming patch. Alright, so we managed to take the airport in Odessa. This is really good as long as we manage to actually hold on to it as well. Everything here, we do want to keep some of the tanks down here though. And I think Ledushenko is the one who needs the experience. Well, actually, Kiev would also really need that experience. But let's keep the Ledushenko's tanks down here. And we'll just let Rokossovsky keep a bit of... they can have a bit of R&R. Alright, so we've decrypted the Germans. Let's... we can decrypt the Romanians. We are on their border, after all. And it should be a fairly quick one to decipher as well. We are low on manpower, only 2 million Soviets standing in queue to be sent to the front lines. Don't need to do anything there. Air doctrine though. This will help with keeping our bombers alive. This increases the air defense on all our bombers on bombing missions. And then it's only the naval mission efficiency one left. Okay, they managed to push us back from... No, they pushed us back from Balta here. And I think maybe we do want to keep someone going there. I want to see if we can hold on to that. See if we make it there before them. Probably not. And Wild Ace appears. We're gonna push in here next, I think. Just gonna wait for the Ledushenko's tanks to actually arrive here first. There we go. And we need to defend there, of course. We are moving more troops in here, so we should be able to hold them off from this battle. Yeah, we're moving another 6 in there. Alright, so we unlock the Yak 3. which is the 1944 fighter. A little bit early, but that's just fine. Well, let's soft attack. Now I probably want to go for the defense here first. Let's get our infantry equipment up to date. The question is, do we want to do a hard switch? Yes, we do want to do a hard switch. Do we have enough to upgrade it anything? A little bit of engine upgrades. It's going to be a godsend. Let's grab those. Let's get that one, and these cost 4 more aluminium. And that of course is troublesome. Actually, we didn't lose a lot of efficiency there, but we are in a bit of a deficit of aluminium now. Let's get some from the Dutch East Indies and from the UK. Is that enough? Yeah, and we'll save some for upcoming capacity as well. We're probably not going to be able to bump it up that much. 16, that's another, yeah, that's probably all the aluminium we've got. And let's find some good spots to build some extra factories in. We've built infrastructure in a few of these regions, so let's select the high infrastructure regions first. That are in our core territory, of course. And down here is fine too. That's a good region to build in. Oh, not in the 41. Yeah, this is nice. Okay. Got some more factories coming in then. I can probably build up Kharkov now. They're not gonna get to Kharkov. But we're in for a tough fight. Okay, so our tanks are freed up. We will move, and we'll move straight towards Odessa. If we can push them out from here. Yeah, that low supply penalty is painful. And I think that's going to be, I think this was the last one we upgraded to. Maybe this one should have been the first one to upgrade. No, we'll let them finish in the order they are finishing in. How are we doing up here? Yeah, we're still holding our base, holding the same lines we were on before, I think. Don't think there's been a lot of changes. Okay. I think this offensive is not going the way we wanted to. I think we need to maybe spread our tanks out a bit. And we'll figure that one out. But we did manage to capture back a decent chunk of our territory. We had the front lines going about here before. That's, I would say that's a good offensive and a good start for our big offensives. Now the Soviet Union did start the battle. The battle for the Dnieper was in the second half of 1943. So we're a little bit ahead of where we would have been historically if they would have pushed us back all the way and we would have pushed them out. But I also think that the Germans we are facing at the moment are a lot stronger than compared to us than the Germans were compared to the Soviet Union in real 1943. They are putting up some really stiff resistance and we've got a tough time breaking through. So tune in next time. Thanks for watching. Take care.